Hello, people, and welcome to another Wrestling Therapy. It has been a very busy week for the chair, but that's always a good thing. Today, I am back with speaking with Shaw. Ma'am, how are you feeling, first of all?
Woo! I'm back like I never left. I know y'all been missing me. So look, we here. We about to do these SummerSlam predictions, and we gonna see what's going on with everything.
You got 2 nights,
2 nights.
12 matches going on. SmackDown is tonight as we are recording this. We have Sir Black versus Damian Priest. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's gonna be a good match. I don't think Aleister Black has been doing like a lot of promos as he used to, like as much as he used to when he was in NXT, and then they moved him up and then they trashed him and then he left. But I do think that it's gonna be a good match, like between him and Damian Priest. What you think?
All right, I think we're good. I mean, both the guys have similar striking styles. I could see this. I could see maybe Carmelo interfering in this match and costing Priest. Maybe like a DQ finish. Maybe get something Melo to do, but should be a good match. We
Yeah.
also got Julia. She's defending finally against Zelina Vega.
You think they're gonna change the title the day before SummerSlam?
Nah.
I don't think so either.
Nah. They just gave it to her. And she has
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, they're not. This is gonna make good TV because I like Zelina Vega, but they're not gonna give her the title.
Right? Yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, it's they'll get some time because they're probably not going to use a lot of people tonight.
Which they shouldn't, because
right.
I hate when they use the people that are supposed to be in SummerSlam or like the pay-per-views or premium live events the day before, and then they get injured. Hence, what happened to Rey Mysterio, and then Penta had to slide in.
Well, he was just afraid to face El Grande Americano. That's just what I believe.
Yeah.
It's
been like 3 different versions of a Grande Americano. So many different versions of the same character.
I need to see them all together. I've seen them separately, so I'm assuming they are the same person until.
No, they're not. You can look at all the builds are different. They are.
I can see visual evidence myself.
You know what? You can look it up.
I don't want to pass judgment, on people and blame them for something that they might not even be them. So until we have evidence, we're not.
No, there's evidence. You can look it up.
But we have 12 matches, 2 nights, multiple title matches, potential feuds ending, continuation of feuds. Let's start with. Would you like to pick the match to start with?
I guess we could start with the women. Naomi versus Io versus Rhea. Yep. I don't think Naomi's gonna lose her title.
I agree.
I think it's gonna be a wonderful match. I do think Naomi's gonna lay low a little bit, and then she's gonna get the pin on Rhea or Io. But I don't think she's gonna lose her title.
Here's a question: who do you think takes the pin?
Rhea.
I like that. I like that.
It gives her more dominance if Rhea takes the pin. Just because I know Io is like really like big too, but Io is big, but Rhea got like mommy like big. So if Naomi is to pin Rhea, just like because she pinned Io last time, I think it makes more sense, and then she could say, "I pinned both of y'all," So that kind of storyline can go.
I agree with every single word you just said.
Yeah.
100%. We on the same page. All right, we want.
Yes.
All right.
I thought she was gonna say Io was gonna take the pin again. I'm like, she just took the pin.
I think Rhea should take the pin as well, but let's call a spade a spade. This is WWE we're talking about. They love mommy. I can very well see Io taking a pin.
I can too. But it would be better for Naomi's character if Rhea took the pin.
Absolutely. Okay, let's go move on to another title match. We got the women's tag title match with Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day, one of the greatest factions going right now. And they are defending against the Queen, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Your predictions?
I hope that Charlotte and Alexa Bliss wins the titles. They have been building up this momentum of their tag team. Oh, we're not friends. Yeah, we're not friends. But they said maybe after we win the titles, then they could be friends. So I think that they should win the tag team champions. What
Think
do you think?
should win, or you think they will win? Those are two different things. We need a confirmed pick here.
Okay, what I think they will. I think the Judgment Day will lose,
Okay.
and I think Dominic Mysterio will win. And we on a different match, but only because he just took the pin from AJ Styles. No way that AJ Styles is going to win again.
Okay.
So I think they'll lose some gold, but they'll keep some gold. I don't foresee all of the Judgment Day members coming out unscathed.
Okay. See, I'm going back and forth all week with this. Initially, at the beginning of the week, I was like, yeah, Charlotte and Alexa are definitely going to win. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, San, Raquel make a good argument to win. Now, they are going to be in New Jersey. Is Rutherford. That's where Liv Morgan's stomping grounds is. I could see a scenario. Liv Morgan distracts Charlotte or Alexa, and Judgment Day steals the win to kind of keep the titles on all the titles in Judgment Day a little bit longer until Liv is healthy enough to come back. So I ain't gonna go Judgment Day.
Or to flip that, Liv Morgan could come back and seem like she's helping the Judgment Day, distracts them, and they lose them.
That's true. That's very true. But I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna go Judgment Day.
All right, and I'm gonna go Charlotte and Alexa.
Allies of convenience. Yeah. Would you like to pick the next match?
Yeah. So okay, we're gonna pick the Jey Uso and Roman Reigns versus Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. So, fun fact, I don't know if you had knew this already. That was supposed to be two different matches, but then they combined to one big match because it just made more sense, and they was running out of like time slots or whatever. But and they just had that match between Jay and Big Bronson Reed on Monday Night Raw. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of Big Bronson Reed and freaking Braun Breaker winning. I'm tired. They better win. And he took my man's shoes. Like, I want to sell his shoes. Said, these mines now. What your big fat stuff is gonna do with them shoes?
It's not him wearing it. It's the principle that he took some aura away from Roman Reigns. There's one thing to beat Roman's ass. That's happened.
But you gonna sell his
shoes? He took your shoes, bro. That's an aura head.
That's so crazy. I was just like, you took this man's shoes. Like, what the heck?
I was like, oh wow, you really took this man's shoes. So who are you picking?
It pains me to say Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. It pains me to say it. I don't want to say that because I think that Jay and Roman should win. But like honestly, they're gonna keep this feud going. I don't foresee them ending it here. And honestly, if they were to win, it's gonna take away the credibility of that new faction. You know what I mean? Like they lost, and then Seth Rollins ain't coming back no time soon. unless the injury thing is a real angle or whatever. But then it's gonna be like you lost while I wasn't here, and he's not even there to berate them. So I think that Big Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is gonna win. What do you think?
So I don't disagree with you. I think if you look at everybody in that match, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker, Ron Reed, Jey and Roman do not need this win. And
They don't. Neither one of them.
Roman's getting ready to go do Street Fighter here soon. The way I could see Bronson and Braun winning is if they add another member to their team to help distract them, like how they brought back Bronson Reed. Maybe like a Dragunov, maybe like Il Dragunov could come back and join Seth Rollins and them, something like that. But it's SummerSlam. It's going to be. I'm probably going to go Roman and Jey. It's a safe pick, but I would love Bronson and Braun to win.
I know, but I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Another match. We got Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. This is not much to talk about this match. I think Jelly Roll will do fine in a match. I think Orton and Jelly Roll win. What about you?
I agree. I think they've been hyping it up so much. I think that Orton and Jelly Roll is gonna win too. But then they had this thing for a long time with Logan Paul. They never let him lose at like a pay-per-view ever. Like it was like a couple pay-per-views that they kept. So I'm just like, for what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why? But I do think that the way that they've been pumping this out, and Drew McIntyre has been on a losing streak, he's gonna lose again.
Do you think Drew takes the pin, or do you think it's Logan?
Drew for sure.
You think Drew takes the pin?
I don't think they're gonna have Logan take the pin.
I'm gonna go Logan. I'm gonna say Logan takes the pin here. Okay.
I don't think.
We agree on the winner, but we disagree on who takes the pin. I like that. Okay. Would you like to pick the next match?
Dang, I don't even know what the next match is. Let me think. Oh, is it Tiffany Stratton and Jade now? Are they gonna fight each other?
Sure, we can talk about that.
Jade,
Queen of the Ring.
Will they give it to Jade? That's a good question. Because Tiffany I think at this point Tiffany has nothing else to prove. Personally, I think that she has fought Trish, fought Charlotte. Like she has done beaten everybody basically. So, and do we really need to put Jade over? Yes and no. I would say yes as a title holder outside of tag team titles. But I say no because she is over with the fans. A bit over with the fans. Not completely. Because some people still feel whatever they feel about Jade. So I would like for Jade to win. Because it's just going to knock down her momentum if she doesn't. So I'm going to say Jade.
Yeah. For me, I like to think what's next. Now, if Tiffany retains, who is there left for her to face? Alexa
Stephanie.
Bliss. I mean, Stephanie or her may end up facing Naomi. That's what it seemed like they were pushing. So it's like, like you just said, she's done beating
everybody,
people besides Alexa Bliss. But Jade winning, then that kind of opens up
the door for her to face anybody as the title.
You could do Nia if you want to, Tiffany again. It's kind of slim pickings at the top of the SmackDown division. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jade. And
I Stephanie Vacure is gonna win whoever she faces.
You think so? You think she takes the title in the Clash in Paris?
No. Because whoever the title holder is, unless it's Tiffany Stratton, if Tiffany Stratton retains and she faces her, I think she could take it. But if it's whoever she faces, which is probably going to be Naomi, I don't foresee Naomi losing at Clash of Paris Too soon. Too soon.
That's an interesting point because that could make the argument of sort of moving Stephanie to SmackDown to help build up the division. Because
Right.
If Tiffany does beat Jade, she's definitely losing to Tiffany. I mean, to Stephanie.
Stephanie, I agree, 100%.
And
That's the only way I'm not. That's the only way I could see if Jade loses and Tiffany retains. I see Stephanie facing Tiffany lose, Jade face Stephanie. That's the only way I can see it kind of happen like that. But right now, if Jade was to win and Stephanie was to face her, I don't foresee Stephanie winning.
yeah, that's an interesting dynamic. That's something we should definitely check. When we do some predictions for that show, we can definitely circle back to.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, next match we have is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Loser must say the winner was right. Your thoughts?
I'm not a big Sami Zayn fan.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a safe place.
Okay. And I just think all of his build-ups, all of his everything is just like roll eyes, like roll eyes emoji. You know the emoji, like here we go. He over here. You know how he.
Oh my God!
Yes. Jesus Christ! When are we gonna be? When are we gonna get another?
I fight for the people. The people are behind.
That's why I'm like, maybe Karrion Kross will win. They've been pushing him real hot. Sami Zayn doesn't really need to win anything, so hopefully Karrion Kross.
Here's the thing, though. Cross, as of this, has not signed a contract with a new contract with WWE. So this is very well.
I thought he did sign it. Him and his wife.
Last I've seen, they haven't signed anything. That's what he said.
Oh, okay. Because I remember they said that his contract was expiring, and then he was back and forth if he was going to sign it, if he wasn't going to sign it. But then they started giving him a push. So I'm like, okay, maybe he did sign it because they gave him the push. But maybe the push is to get him to sign, you know?
Yeah. I mean, WWE is not beyond doing that. They will do that. I'm going to go Sammy. I just don't see it. I love Cross. I just don't see Sammy losing back-to-back matches to Karrion Kross, especially in SummerSlam. Because if my prediction is they're trying to build Sammy to win the Rumble in Saudi, then he's probably going to need to be Cross.
Yeah, I can bypass that match.
I get it. It's understandable. Would you like me to pick, or would you like to pick the next match?
How many matches we have left?
We still got both men's world title match. We still got the Intercontinental. We still got the
let's talk
States title, women's Intercontinental title.
Let's just breeze past that Intercontinental title for the men's. Dirty Dominic Mysterio versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Excuse me. First of all, if you're going to introduce the greatest Intercontinental champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio on his 20-year anniversary in the WWE. He's been in WWE longer than AJ Styles.
That's fine. And do you know that AJ Styles, TNA is trying to induct him into their Hall of Fame?
It should be. Absolutely.
That's why he went and did an appearance at TNA. But yeah, they because he was like, I want you to induct me in your Hall of Fame, and I'm a WWE superstar, so that's why he did the appearance. So because it's the crossover.
Yeah, which is perfect. It makes sense to do it. I am picking Dominic Mysterio too.
I am picking Dominic Mysterio too.
You're coming around, all right?
I'm not coming around. I'm not. Hey, everybody, I'm not coming around. I'm still where I was. This is the around. This is me. I'm still right here.
No, it's okay. Wait, you got a foot over the line. That's all we need.
I don't. No foot over the line. I'm still not a Dominic fan. In the sense of the best Intercontinental. No, IC titles people we had. No. But Dominic did just take the pin from AJ in that mixed tag team match or whatever. So I don't foresee him taking the pin again on SummerSlam. I foresee them keeping the gold with the Judgment Day.
Agreed. Next, we have a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
We got the Wyatt Six as our champions versus Axiom and Frazier versus DIY versus the Street Profits versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Who is winning this match?
Who should win this match? Andrade and Ray Phoenix. I think so. Great push. I think their chemistry is good. Who will win the match? In any scenario I could think of, I do not foresee the Wyatt Six keeping these titles. In any, I don't, because they've been very bland, and I'm so mad because I am a Bray Wyatt stan. Okay, like
Same.
Through and through. I am, but like it's just like it's missing Bray. It's just the allure, like just the feeling. It's just very bland.
Part of the problem with the Wyatts is, I think we spoke about this before. It was a lot of stopping
In and out.
and then it was just a long stop. And it was like, okay, I understand one of them's hurt, but you gotta make people care. And when it first came back, again, it was like, okay, it's the Wyatts, but I think people are now behind them. I think the Wyatts will keep it, but I agree that I think Andrade and Ray should.
They have, and even if they don't have them win, which is a bigger chance that they won't, their chemistry has been so good. They're going to be tag team titles eventually, even if it's not at SummerSlam. I can see if they don't want to take the belts off of the Wyatt Six and they retain, but I do think at one point Ray, Phoenix, and Andrade will be champions.
Well, I know Berto and Garza they made an open challenge on SmackDown to defend their AAA titles. So I could see a scenario where, not this weekend, but maybe soon-ish that they'll probably face them for those titles. I could see them taking those titles.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they're both like Mexican, so the AAA titles make sense. But this is what I feel about us like crossing over so much, right? They have to make us care about the other people's titles. And for me, AAA, unless you're a AAA stan and you watch AAA, why should I as a WWE watcher care about the AAA titles? Like, it doesn't matter if you put them on a WWE superstar because I don't know what's going on in AAA. So it doesn't make sense. Like, even the NXT and TNA thing, right? I am a TNA watcher, but not an avid watcher enough to care if JC Jane has the TNA knockouts. I don't care, So that's the only thing when I say like when they kind of like shift over talent in between, and I obviously mixing them. It's just like they could win the AAA titles, but it's not going to be the same as if they won the WWE tag team titles. It's not this notoriety that you would get as a WWE champion versus a AAA champion versus a TNA Knockouts champion, versus whatever,
Mm-hmm. I think it would mean more if it was the other way around. Like if a AAA guy would win the SmackDown tag titles, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, they got WWE belts?
Oh, right, exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I never looked at it that way in depth, but you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. But who are you picking as your official winner of this TLC match?
I'm going to go with Andrade and Ray Phoenix.
Okay, bold pick. All right.
It is. I wanted to say the Street Profits, but honestly, they so over right now. If they win or lose, it does not matter.
Yeah. I think they should go to Raw, though. Or somebody from that match needs to go to Raw.
Yes, because Raw's tag team division is Basula. Boo. It's not even who is it? Like, nah.
The War Raiders are gone. I don't know where they disappeared to. Alpha Academy doesn't really tag anymore. It's just
They
Judgment Day and New Day.
Exactly. And both of them, neither one of them really need any wins per se.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair to say. Okay. Another match we have the United States Championship match. Solo Sikoa defending his United States title against Jacob Fatu in a steel cage. Who are you picking?
I'm picking. I want to pick Solo Sikoa because I'm like, are they going to break up the faction? Are they finally going to like dissolve this whole bloodline thing? And I feel like if they lose those titles, then that dissolution will happen. So that's why I was like, oh, I don't think they're going to get rid of the bloodline faction right now. But since it's a steel cage and other people cannot get involved, if they keep it with nobody involved, I will pick Jacob Fatu.
This is another match I was back and forth on all week. Initially, I was like Jacob Fatu, and then like middle of the week, I was kind of been like kind of leaning Solo Sikoa, only because when he just got it,
he did.
My wild prediction is Jimmy Uso beat Solo for that title. Either at Clash in Paris or at some point, but I feel like Jimmy Uso is going to be the one to beat Solo because Jacob helps him and build Jacob up for the rest of the year to fight the bloodline. And so 2026, he's going to have a monster run.
That's why I'm saying, like, if Solo was to win, it's going to discredit. I mean, if Solo was to lose, it's going to discredit the bloodline. So that's why I'm like, I don't foresee him losing if, because it's like, what next for that faction? Versus if he keeps it, they already know they can keep going at this whole fighting all the time.
Right. Plus, you can give the excuse like, hey, Solo won, but he escaped the cage. He didn't pin Fatu. You can have the bloodline come in and jump him and whatever the case is.
Exactly. So I would like Jacob Fatu to win, but like logistically, it makes more sense to have Solo win to keep the faction going.
I agree with that 100%. Next we have the man Becky Lynch defending her women's Intercontinental Championship match in a no disqualification match against Lyra Valkyria. If Lyra is unsuccessful in defeating the man, she can no longer challenge Becky Lynch for her women's IC title. What are your predictions?
The man is going to retain her title.
Man, we're thinking a lot alike for this paper. That's wild.
That's crazy. We didn't even talk to each other like a week and a half. This is crazy. We right here.
That's wild. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think
I'm
Bailey.
Want Lyra to keep fighting. It's getting old very quickly. Like she's gonna retain.
I think it'll be a good match. I've enjoyed all their matches, but it's time to do something else. And I can see not Becky. I see Becky retaining, but I can see Bailey interfering and screwing Lyra out the opportunity because she missed SummerSlam and WrestleMania while Lyra wrestled at both. So yeah, we're in a lockstep there. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we have the World Heavyweight Championship. The Ring General Gunther versus CM Punk. The best
in the world. So, if you have watched the freaking documentary on Netflix, but you haven't, I'll do like a little tidbit. Cool. Initially, Gunther and CM Punk were supposed to fight at WrestleMania. They were. But since Jay was so hot and over, they made Jay win the Royal Rumble, in turn win the WWE Heavyweight Championship. So I think that this initial plan that they had for CM Punk to face Gunther is what's happening right now. And I do see CM Punk beating the ring general Gunther. I do. Because I feel like that's what it was supposed to be initially. But then since Jay was so over it, and if you watch it, even in like creatives, like when they were talking, they were like, I don't know if we want to push Jay, but they say he's so over and the yeet and this and that. So then that's why they pushed him to win the Royal Rumble. But I do see CM Punk winning. And my thing is, they be having CM Punk lose at all of the big pay-per-views. Why? I just feel like at this point he needs a win. He doesn't need it in a sense of he's CM Punk. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer regardless. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying for his character to have any type of credibility, because right now, to me, he has none. Because he loses at every single big event, and he never wins any title. He never wins any gold. Since he's been back in WWE for the year and a half, almost 2 years he's been back, he has not won any gold. So I think that this makes sense for him to win against Gunther.
Here's another thing I want to throw into the atmosphere to maybe alter your decision making here. I don't disagree fully, but there is a possibility that we could hear "Burn It Down."
Oh, and then he cashed in, and then he
Seth
lose.
Rollins catches in on Punk, or a wilder theory: Seth Rollins comes out, doesn't really interfere or cash in, but causes him to lose CM Punk, and then him cash in on John Cena or Cody Rhodes too. And he could achieve 2 goals at one time, where he could screw Punk out of winning a world title, which has been his
He's
MO.
screwed so many times already.
Well, he said, as long as there's breath in his body, CM Punk would not be a world champion. I'm gonna go Gunther. I'm gonna go Gunther here. Punk doesn't need this win in the sense of he needs a title for credibility. I'm gonna go Gunther. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go Punk.
I don't. I'm not upset if Punk wins. I'm not like, oh man, Punk is I'm totally fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe the last match we have is the main event of night 2. We have never seen 17 John Cena defending the WWE Undisputed Championship against the King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes. Again, same question. Does Seth Rollins cash in here? Before you make your prediction, does Seth Rollins cash in here?
No.
Does Seth, okay. Here's another question. Do we see, because there's going to be shenanigans in this match. I feel like somebody's going to interfere. Do you see a Travis Scott appearance? Do we get to hear Fiend, 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 or the final boss? What are your predictions?
I do see an interference. The Travis Scott, I didn't really care for that angle when he came. I didn't. I did not. He just seemed so like stiff. Like I don't know. It just wasn't. It wasn't my favorite action of him. But I do think they always need a big pop, and in these matches, especially with them two facing each other, The Rock always gets thrown in it, a little sprinkle in it or whatever. But that's why I think that John Cena will retain his title. I don't foresee him losing it. So something is going to happen to mix something up. Because, like, who does Cody Rhodes have? You know what I mean? But John Cena got a few people. So I do see that John Cena retains it. I think John Cena, like, hot take, I think John Cena retains his title all the way up until December. I don't foresee him dropping it at any pay-per-view anytime soon. But I can see an interference, and I can see John Cena keeping the title. What do you think?
So with Cody also supposed to be doing Street Fighter, he is going to be gone for an extended period of time. It could be a month, it could be 2 months, it could be a few weeks. Who knows? Um, I think if Cena does retain, I don't see him losing the title until, like you just said, I don't see him losing until nearing closer to the end, like November, December. Who? That's a different question. That's a different conversation. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cena. I know people's been anticipating a double turn, Cody turning heel or something. Like I mean, I could see it. I could see it maybe.
Kind of putting it a little bit, like even when he had put him through the table and was like, "This is a street fight," like that whole thing, trying to like put him a little bit like more in the aggressive side. But you could be aggressive face too. But that's kind of like hasn't been Cody's mo since he's came back. He's been more like a John Cena, but Cody Rhodes version. But I don't see, I don't see him winning. I think it's gonna be a good match, but I don't see him winning.
I could, and I just thought about this one. I could see a scenario where Cena wins because of interference, and whoever interferes, they're maybe brawling with somebody else, and it's just Cena and Cody, and Cena, gets up, holds the title, and kind of like tries to shake Cody's hand, and Cody like crashed the fuck out on Cena and
And
beats
I
him
don't
up
know
after the match.
he did that the last time, and he got yes, like
Well,
no.
that's why I feel like Cody would just hit Cena in the nuts and just crash out after the match because he couldn't get the ball, which was the WWE title. But yes, that is our SummerSlam prediction. Is there any of these matches that you are looking forward to the most and any the least before we wrap up and promote anything you have going on?
The most I am looking forward to my girls, Io, Rhea, and Naomi, because it's always a great match when they fight, always. And I'm looking forward to Jay and Tiffany Stratton. Like I feel like Jay has little pops, little bit, but it's never like a full pop. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. Least you already know, I don't care about that Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. I don't care about that. There's boo, boo, tomato, 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 tomato. I don't care about that at all. But that's what I'm looking forward to. What are you looking forward to?
I am looking forward to obviously the Intercontinental
Uh,
Championship match with the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. I am also really looking forward to Cena Cody. I want to see how it ends. Not so much the
the
match,
match.
but
Mm-hmm.
how it ends. And least, I am actually going to go with Jade and Tiffany. And it has nothing to do with Jade. It has nothing to do with Tiffany. But this build has been non-existent.
It has. It
I,
has. It's
I
like they said it. She won the Queen of the Ring, and that was it. Like it hasn't been nothing else. They haven't been talking crazy to each other or nothing. Like they just been doing their own thing, and now they about to face each other.
and I think the Liv Morgan injury had a lot to do with it because now I think that Naomi cashing in on Rhea Io match was a pivot to get Naomi on Raw to replace Liv, and it left a hole for the Jade and Tiffany because everybody was like, "Oh, Jade's gonna get cashed in on," which was the thing. That was the interesting part of this match. You took the interesting part of this match and didn't add anything else to it. And you're just kind of like, okay, cool. Hmm. I think it'll be a good match, though. I don't think it's going to be bad, but my interest level is like. But is
Mhm.
there anything else you would like to promote or plug as we wind down to wrap this up?
As I always say, follow me on TikTok at Speaking with Sha. And now I am more active on Instagram. So you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Speaking with Sha. You know, I do in real time commentary about the matches, like as they happen. I post TikToks and then I also do a lot of hot take videos, which everybody be tussling in the comments.
I don't be starting
And
shit.
he be starting stuff in the comments. So if you want to see stuff in real time, follow me on TikTok at Speaking with Sha and follow me on Instagram at Speaking with Sha too to hear more of my opinions in real time about wrestling. I do makeup. I talk about hair. I talk about relationships. I talk about pretty much everything. But if you would like wrestling commentary, I do think I post a wrestling video, I think a couple times a week now. I've been posting like maybe 3 or 4 times a week with wrestling videos. So definitely follow me on all of my socials at Speaking with Sha.
Yep. That is all we have time for. That was another episode of Wrestling Therapy. Thank you again. It's good
Of
to see you.
course.
Thank you for being on. Maybe we can get you back on next week to talk about what happened. And the greatest intercontinental champion still intercontinental champion. Dirty Talk. Good night.
Yeah.